Hello, everybody. It's Ryan from Pie Records, and I'm here with the guys from Seeing Snakes. How are you guys?
Great, man.
Doing good. How about you?
Doing?
Very good, very good. Excited to have you on the show. I've been listening to your music, and you're from Philadelphia, and I must say, Philly punk rock has not changed much since the '90s when I was in college. This style is very similar. From outside of the city, you have Weston, and then you had Plow United, and back in those days, like Grievy Eucalyptus. But you guys, as soon as I heard you, I'm like, oh my god, that brings me back so fast. It was like it was like I remember that scene big time.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, that's what we grew up with. It was all
shows at the Kill Time, Rotunda,
Stalag.
Yeah.
The Lot 13.
Yeah, man.
I used to get a show there. I used to have to go up to the door and bang on the door, and I banged on the door and gave our tape, and it took me like 15 minutes to get anybody to come to the door.
That's all right.
Yeah,
It was I think Os Rotten.
Yeah,
The box cutter fight. The box cutter kid got sliced up, man. A pretty wild time.
I remember the giant Buddha head in the back of Kill Time.
Kill Time, yeah.
And Kids United played there back in the day. And someone just decided to just jump off the Buddha head and squash the drummer. Ended their set after like 7 minutes. It was great. It was my second favorite thing.
I saw all at the Troc back. It must have been 93 or 94, and someone was up at the balcony and they jumped right on Stephen Edgerton while he was playing. He didn't even see it coming.
When I was a kid, FDR, when they do their July 4th thing, there was a band from Lansdale, I want to say, called Shine. Don't really remember the music that much. Dude climbed all the way up to the rafters in 95 and just jumped out and taken out like 10 fat guys. It was amazing. It's still on YouTube. Like when we wrap this up, I'll find it on YouTube and send it.
Oh yeah, send that to me.
Because the guy probably weighed like 105 pounds, and he literally just took out like 5 fat guys that looked like Bebop from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It was amazing. Everything you wanted to see.
Awesome. So before we go any further, I want you guys to introduce yourselves and what instruments you play.
Sure. So it's kind of funny you mention that, because basically all of us, with the exception of a drummer, in our previous bands, we were all bass players. So they all just kind of fell together really weird. But I'm Tim. I sing badly and I do the guitar stuff because we needed a guitarist. And
I'm Rob, play bass, backups.
So
he's the one that actually plays bass.
You stayed with bass.
What's that?
You stayed with bass.
Yeah.
I stay with bass because I'm pretty bad at guitar, man. I got fat fingers.
Yeah,
I'll get the sausage mitts.
Yeah, we all got mozzarella mitts. It's
so
banana hands, whatever you want.
So I was telling you before the interview, I really liked the cover, the Descendants cover. What EP was that called?
So that was right after we really first got together. It was called Jake Goes to Portland. And we did it kind of because our old guitarist, Jake, who was in the Mad Splatter, and I forget who he's with now. He's out he moved out to Portland, Oregon. And we just decided to record something with him, go on the road for a little bit, played a bunch of shows with a bunch of really weird bands. It was great. But we just wanted to kind of do it as like a going away gift for him. And yeah, so we just decided to throw a cover together really quick, decided to go with the Descendants route.
Awesome. So I know, like I said, you remind me definitely of the Pennsylvania or Philly punk sound, but tell me how you guys would describe your own music. Who might have influenced you? Obviously, Descendants, but what are some of the bands that you were in before that kind of influenced you to have your sound that you have now?
On my end, like it really just a few years ago, I played with a band called Tree Fort, and if you ever get a chance to look them up, really catchy stuff. But the songs are like "Why Fat Kids Like Metallica." I'd rather game, play Nintendo 64, and never go out with you again. First time I saw them live, they started their set by lighting their dicks on fire. Like,
Oh,
but like talking to them, the one guy, the singer Lee, his wife came along with him on the road, and she's like, yeah, he meant to play a completely different style of music, but now this is just what comes out. And I think that kind of translates over to us. So like on our end, like, I do like, right before we start with this, we were listening to One Man Army and talking about how Jack went from One Man Army over to Dead to Me. I always loved Rocket from the Crypt, Hot Snakes, kind of those bands that just really were super riffy. Off, fucking love Off. Circle Jerks, I'm stoked to try and see them because I was laying the ball and trying to get tickets for that. A lot of the old 90s stuff, so Bad Religion, fucking old No Effects,
Dag Nasty,
yeah.
Sick of It All.
And honestly, like all the old Lookout and Panic Button bands, I'm huge in Screech and Weasel. It's again the stuff we grew up with, and it just kind of like when we started this, it's just kind of where
Just snowballs, man.
Yeah, where we kind of drove into. Yeah.
So you say you went on tour. Where did you? How far expansive was your tour that you went on with your former bandmate?
Oh, so that one was really quick. It was just up and down, like up New England, right back down. So, Philly, 2 shows in Massachusetts and 1 in Connecticut, right back, really quick. Because he was moving, I was getting married at the time, so we all had so much going on. But we've had some good shows out on the road. We've had some not so good shows out on the road. We've had some really weird shows out on the road, which are always the most memorable. But that one just straight up New England and back, and it was wild. It was good.
What have you guys been up to since then? I know you have another EP out. Tell me a little bit about that one.
So I think we have
That's probably the EP
with it might be the one of Stress.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the most recent thing we did, which is actually this lineup. So we did, after the EP you mentioned, we did a full length over at Creep Records.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And Pat from Violent Society was cool enough to like put it out for us and give us a hand a lot with that.
And Eric Victor.
Oh yeah. And we're actually
Sir Eric Victor.
Yeah, Sir Eric Victor. He's knighted now.
He's been knighted. He should have been knighted years ago, man. The guy's a Philly punk rock staple. He's done everything.
He's a solid. He really is. And then we recorded. We demoed a couple things out. And we put them all out online, but we did an EP with Stress from Activate
at the Chop Shop Studio.
Yeah, his place. And right now, we're actually in the process of recording with Eric again to do a new full length. Which is funny because at the same time we're recording, Pat was recording with his new band. So like we would show up and cross paths in the studio, and he'd have just like the who's who of fucking East Coast punk rock showing through. Like the one time we went there and Dez from Black Flag was there, or
wow.
Yeah, like or he had 2 of the guys from Dag Nasty are in Field Day now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doug.
Yeah.
Doug and
it's
Peter.
just like I don't know how Pat keeps in touch with all these dudes, but like
I don't know.
They're there for it. And I'm stoked to hear it when it's all done because he's put a lot of work into it. So Eric's been trying to juggle recording our stuff and his stuff. So he's had his hands busy or his hands full.
I remember being a teenager and seeing Violent Society patches all over everybody's book bag on the way to school. And I want to say Pat recorded where we recorded just a couple of tunes, Snugfit Studios in Richboro. Yeah, that's where we recorded. And, there was bands like the Stuntman that recorded there, Chrissy and all those bands. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, we actually just saw Chrissy. I didn't even know they were playing again.
Yeah.
But they're going to be playing a dwarf show up in
Oh,
Penn
really?
Salem in April.
Yeah.
Dwarves, queers. I forget who else, and then Chrissy.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
the
surprised.
Jasons. The Jasons. Maybe?
Jasons? Yeah, I think the Jasons were on it. Well, I hadn't heard about Chris.
Probably the last I seen her play the YMCA.
Yeah.
One of those teen nights.
Back in the day, yeah. Back before back when all ages shows used to be a thing.
Yeah, before that was even before like Blanket Park and all that.
Yeah.
What happened with the Boot and Saddle? Do you guys know?
Just couldn't make it through the pandemic.
Yeah.
I was at just drove past there today. Just couldn't make it through.
Yeah, that place was just kind of starting out having punk rock bands there when I was in college.
Yeah.
And then it got, Joey from Lagwagon was playing there, and I was like, man, they really, really stepped up their game, and then all of a sudden they're gone.
Dude, it's wild. Like so many like good venues. Because
that's just gone. Philly though, man. I mean, Philly turns out so many, one closes, two more open.
Yeah, yeah.
COVID definitely took care of like a lot of them. It was the shame. Like them, Connie's was great. Voltage Lounge shut down. I think they were kind of, if I remember reading right, I think they were kind of in a weird spot right before
with the landlord or something.
Yeah, like the landlord, I think, trying to drive down, and it's just put the coffin nails in,
Put the coffin nails in.
So, but new places are going to spring up. There's also Dave Kiss is doing a lot of good shows at Silk City Church.
Oh yeah,
the place Silk City,
Yeah. Oh yeah, really, of all places,
that used to be the place where the big bands went.
Long time ago,
yeah.
Well, it's good to bring them back then.
Yeah, definitely.
Kung Fu Necktie still doing shows. Pharmacy, Gary's great. There's plenty of places. You just have to look for them. Century. Jay takes care of everyone at Century. Does a lot of metal shows, but does a lot of really good punk shows. And dude takes care of bands. So, there's a lot of still really good venues left in the city. I'm glad they made it through this.
Who are some of the bands you kind of connected with in the city that you I don't know regularly but more frequently play with?
It's kind of hard because everyone's just kind of
played forever.
Yeah, everyone's just getting back their feet back to playing.
So many bands that aren't around anymore that are
Yeah,
like Riverside Oz. I mean, it's still they just finished it with full length. We play with them a lot.
We play a lot with, we're playing with them tonight. We played a lot with Bored as Hell, and now I think they're Pint for Pint.
Steve's other band.
Alpha Sub?
Well, Alpha Sub. What's the other band that we were playing with them a lot too? Steve from Alpha Sub.
Oh, Beer Me.
We played with a bunch. They're playing again.
I think they played last night.
Oh, they played last night. Okay.
One of their "We're never going to play again" reunion shows. How bands like to do it. But they're man, I could go on. Baron Mary's.
Yeah.
For a while in the beginning, we were playing a lot with what was that band? God damn it. Alan Lancaster. We were playing with Mid-Rats, Metal Wolf.
I like that.
Lancaster has a cool scene. You wouldn't expect it, but they have a really cool scene out there, man. There's a diner out there. It just does.
Have you heard "Don't Sleep"?
Oh yeah.
I saw them at
Dave Smalley.
Yeah, I saw them at the Chameleon, and I got to meet Dave and do an interview with the band. It was pretty cool.
So we played with Dave Smalley was doing a solo thing at Kung Fu Necktie. And he had a backing band, but he was doing an acoustic set first. And I swear to God, every person in the crowd that wasn't us was a 45-year-old dude with a comb over that just wanted to ask him about Ian MacKaye. Every dude was just close talking him. And he ended up latching onto us. He's like, "Hey, you guys got some merch? Just take me over here." But it was also a really weird show because he was supposed to he did an acoustic set and he did like Stone Roses covers and a bunch of like stuff. Then he was going to bring a full band on stage and play. And he started off playing Values Here. And then like right after like the first 4 chords are like, we got DJ coming in, you got to shut the show down. It like gutted me. It gutted me.
It's like at night we played on Dead.
Oh yeah.
You turn the lights on halfway through the set. Time to go.
Yeah, that was never weird. We played with the Undead at a hookah lounge. And Bobby is a nice guy. But man, that was a weird show.
Can you see? You see that?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Not the same one, but
Yep.
The Misfits poster?
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole room.
Yeah.
Rob's whole
I got
basement.
that. I got that from Joey before he passed.
Oh man.
I got so much freaking memorabilia. He can spin the fucking.
Yeah, the whole room is like Misfits, Guar, and I mean, come on.
Did you get a drum head?
No, you know what? Yeah, kind of, but I never got it because things had gone real south for him.
Yeah.
But he made up and he sent me one of these.
Rob is like the king of collectors as far as everyone I know, man.
This is that book that Ken put out, and they pulled it real quick. Yeah, he sent it to me.